Hey everyone, HLock here. I'm starting this channel to cover Fateless games and their current game, Godforge. This is a video from about a week ago where he goes over the demo, he being Simon/Hell Hades, their full demo from Gamescom. About 6 minutes in because he has kind of some standard intro stuff that we don't necessarily need to see. He does show off the character models a bit, so if you want to see that, go check it out on their page. I was more gonna focus on the setup skills, things of that nature, so let's see what we got here.
So in the battle we had a predetermined level and we had predetermined heroes that you would select.
So we can at least see in this stage, you got a leadership here of some sort, defense in all battles, 4 heroes. I don't know if we know anything about this stage as far as if it's a typical stage, late stage, what it is, so if 4 is standard or not, I'm not sure. We'll keep watching and see what we find out.
So we've got 4 heroes as your offense, with Brunhild as our leader, and then Herc, Musashi, and Zeus as the offensive team. We also got this Enter Reliquary, which I've seen a few people talk about, so I'll take you through what that means as well. Some of these, interesting, actually, you just saw like...
I do like, we can see up here, they got the 2x, looks like autoplay. A pause, probably a menu, if you want to quit the battle or something. This is cool, the battle order, but I believe he says later that that might not be final. Guess we'll see what he says.
Blue income in there. That's because it's the first time I've loaded this up on my PC. Just exit a second. And obviously, once you've then done that, the kind of assets are loaded into your cache, I guess, and then you don't get the same type of vibe. So, right. We've already had massive feedback, by the way, from the crew that tried the game at Gamescom around some of the animation stuff, around some of the interaction. So like when I press this one here, which is a support skill.
All right, let's see what we got here. 80% chance to place defense up. Well, we know what that is. 2 turns. This is the one I was kind of interested in. Intercept, how that'll work. I've seen it in games where intercept is sort of a move, counter move, if you will, or spell, counter spell. Not exactly a block damage, but essentially works the same way. But I've also seen it where it looks more like ally protect in raid, where somebody else will take the damage. I don't remember if he used that. I guess we'll see.
Giving my team defense up. 80% chance to place intercept on the ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns. I then have to press it on a teammate. Now, when the game is fully fleshed out, what will happen is it will flip and show you your teammates to select. We didn't manage to get that built in time for Gamescom. So for now, you just have to click on a portrait, which then gives your team their defense up. I guess what I'll do is I'll throw this on auto for a bit, just so you can kind of get a flavor. Or maybe I'll just...
So it looks like these yellow bars are turn order also of some sort. Well, I guess not turn order, but speed not a speed indicator, but when the bar is full, your turn is next. But that seems kind of redundant with this in a way, but I like it still.
Strike from the heavens from Zeus. Let's just load this one in. Some good damage.
Okay. So there was something happened in the background here. I wonder what that's about, if that's gonna cause damage. I was focused more on the enemies at the time. I don't know if that caused extra damage or what that is about. Maybe he'll explain it better.
Then we get some auto guns, so you can kind of just get a flavor of some of the different animations and attacks and the way it feels. Got the mummies coming at us here. Broodhild finishes the day, and it says you've uncovered a reliquary. Should we proceed? What's this mean? It's basically like a secret room in our game, and for some secret rooms you'll have to find the combinations of heroes or skill sets to allow you to find these rooms and go in there, which will be where you're able to uncover some pretty juicy loot. The idea for this for us is about community sharing, interaction. Basically allows us to do some fun stuff for events. So
I like the idea of that. I do wonder though, if you unlock it once, will it auto proceed to that, or do you have to do the specific set of requirements every time, like he was saying, moves or heroes? I also think, see if I can go back where he checked it, which seems kind of odd. Where was it at? I can't get it. I know there's a way you can scan frame by frame. Is it with your arrow? Yeah, there we go. Well, I'm skipping it. Well, either way, there was a way you check it, which I wonder what that's about as well. We'll just go back.
Secret room in our game, and for some secret rooms you'll have to find the combinations of heroes or skill sets to allow you to find these rooms and go in there, which will be where you're able to uncover some pretty juicy loot. The idea for this for us is about community sharing, interaction. Basically allows us to do some fun stuff for events. So suddenly we're going to throw like 10 reliquaries into the game, and it's basically with some hints, and the community go out and try and find them, and then that's how they start to farm some really cool like legendary weapons, that type of thing.
Okay.
So we're going in. Again, we've got the blue thing because first time we've seen the Brazilian archer.
Okay. Let's see if I can go back. No, I need to figure out how to do like half steps. But it did look like it indicated some
blue thing because first time we've seen the Brazilian archer.
All yellow. Or maybe that means it's strong.
But definitely starts to feel like
that was a lighter yellow.
We're in, a real game at this point. Let's just slow this down a minute. This is probably my favorite ability. Aphrodite ult coming at us.
It did look like it was white when it did the stun. So it seems like colors do mean something. At least the goldish color appears to be strong at this point. Damage.
She stunned my whole team and pretty much getting wrecked.
So that's one thing I was confused about too. If you just saw over here, it said INIT up, I believe. Man, what the heck was it? It's not intelligent. I think it's, I don't know. I had to Google it. It's something in D&D that has to do with your turn order, so speed in a way. But I also thought I saw a skill in an earlier video that said speed up, so maybe they've changed that, but that's kind of how I'm reading it at this point. Increases your turn or something along those lines. I guess we'll see.
Okay, so after taking some hard wreckage, it's my turn to fight back. Now, one of the systems we've got in Godforge is this kind of like ultimate ability system. So it's Musashi's turn here, and I could decide, well, I want to try and take somebody out. So I could be like, well, I don't know, Zeus, ult Aphrodite. You can see she's pretty strong. She's kind of like a mini boss in this demo mode. Or I could just take, maybe I take the side ad out actually. I'd be like, Zeus, unleash your ult. Oh, I didn't quite get the kill, but...
Huh, that was weird. So that was a good amount of damage, but it didn't say strong. So I wonder what classifies it as strong, normal, or weak. Also kind of wondering about these ultimates. Let me go back and see. What are we at? Like 9:45. See if they show charged. So they're not full here. Let me mute this and just play it and see. So that Zeus is going. His is pretty low. Okay. It doesn't look like they're going up. I wonder what fills them up. Oh, seems like it went up a little bit there. So maybe every turn you take, it fills, or it could be based on damage. Guess we'll have to wait and see how you fill up that ultimate skill.
Ult. Oh, didn't quite get the kill, but close enough. Musashi then, I'm like, well, you just put some damage into Aphrodite because I know that Herc's got an AoE hit. So I can unleash a couple of ults at the same time if I choose to. And then get a single target hit in here. Go back on.
So how did he go twice in a row there also? Let's see.
Aphrodite because I know that Herc's got an AoE hit. So I can unleash a couple of ults at the same time if I choose to. And then get a single target hit in here.
Oh, interesting. So it didn't deplete what I assume is his turn meter. Was that how Zeus was?
But definitely starts to feel like we're in, a real game at this point. Let's just.
I don't think I went back far enough. Let's.
But definitely starts to feel like we're in, a real game at this point. Let's just slow this down a minute. This is probably my favorite ability. Aphrodite, coming at us. She stunned my whole team and pretty much getting wrecked. Okay, so after taking some hard wreckage, it's my turn to fight back. Now, one of the systems we've got in Godforge is this kind of like ultimate ability system. So it's Musashi's turn here, and I could decide,
right,
well, I want to try and take somebody
Zeus
out.
went.
So I could be like,
Okay.
well, I don't know, Zeus.
Oh, there we go.
Ult Aphrodite. You can see she's pretty strong. She's kind of like a mini boss in this demo mode. Or I could just take, maybe I take the side ad out actually. I'll be like, Zeus, unleash your ult. Oh, didn't quite get the kill, but close enough.
I see.
Musashi.
So somehow Zeus went even though this yellow bar wasn't full. If we go back, yeah, even when he's going here, what is this, Musashi, I think that's how he said it, is going, or it's his turn, but he's able to unleash Zeus's ultimate or alt. It's kind of interesting that when it appears when you're up, your turn, any character, you can use ultimates, even if it's not that character's turn. That could be very useful, depending on what the skill is. If you had some type of debuff, and then, maybe like a equivalent of like a defense down from one character, or weaken from another, to make potentially some type of boss or hard character very weak, and then unleash either just a regular skill or an ultimate or something.
Actually, I'll be like, Zeus, unleash your ult. Oh, didn't quite get the kill, but close enough. Musashi then, I'm like, well, you just put some damage into Aphrodite because I know that Herc's got an AoE hit. So I can unleash a couple of ults at the same time if I choose to. And then get a single target hit in here.
A couple if he chooses to.
Go back onto 2 times speed.
Down.
Oh, Zeus going again. Okay, Zeus, chill. Chill, my friend. And then Herc's like, right, I'm going to come in with my A1 AoE hit and just get some wreckage done. So that kind of like...
It was interesting too, you saw white damage here, yellow here, but neither... This did not say strong, so I'm guessing yellow so far is some type of normal damage. Maybe white is weak, but usually white's normal, but it didn't say strong, but it also appears that the darker gold color is strong, so I'm not entirely sure different types of damage that are going on right now.
A1 AoE hits and just get some wreckage done. So that kind of like strategic use of ults is going to be really interesting when we get a bit further into the game. We can just... It's like an AoE hit, more damage on the initial target. Pretty strong. Actually, I would have kind of liked to show you Ramsey's abilities, but I think we're going to wreck him too hard. Okay, and then onto the main boss for the demo.
Okay, so that was, if I'm remembering, one stage, you unlock it, and then 3 stages of enemies to a 4-stage boss, so 5 stages total appears so far. Also looks like a pretty cool skill. You can see too, you got the 3628 in white, definitely lower than the 7710. So it's normal. It also appears that it says drain there. See if I can pause it and repause real quick. Maybe some type of debuff. Yeah, drain. So maybe that's like lifesteal, those little blood drops.
Anubis comes in with the AoE.
Ooh. Wish I could see what those debuffs were. Let's see if I can.
And then onto the main boss for the demo. Anubis comes in with the AoE.
Corrupt. Okay, corrupt. I think it's initiate. I'll have to look it up. I'll look that up for the next video. So potentially some type of weaken and something to slow them down.
And then we get a chance to kind of like fight back. I just feel like okay, there's still plenty of polish to do, by the way. I know I get excited, and that's because this is like my baby right now. There's plenty of polish still to be done, but it does feel like some...
Look like another color damage. Let's check that again.
I know I get excited, and that's because this is like my baby right now. There's plenty of polish still to be done, but...
Oh, no. Oh, I think the purple... Sorry about keep going to full screen. I'm not sure why that's happening, just from clicking. But it looks like he got some type of stun on him. And that was the purple.
It does feel like some of these abilities are landing pretty well already. And obviously, you know, the animations and stuff we just improve over time. But, oh, Zeus not quite got his ult. But there you go. So, the first playable level.
Oh,
There
we go.
Some...
So... I forgot to talk about this at the beginning, but it looks like these are all maxed out. If you assume it's similar to Raid, level 60... whatever you want to call these, purple, pink, some type of ascension, power up. I'm not sure what they're going to call it, obviously something different. So I wonder about the relative level of them versus the boss. I guess you can also see gold, so you can assume these are, I forget if they're calling them legendaries or what, and these are epics. Alright, let's look at the loot though. Well, I think he talks about it, so let's let him talk about it and then we'll go back over it.
Rewards dropping in, and Godforge Demo done. So hopefully you enjoyed it. As I say, there's tons more that we're doing now between now and beta launch and between now and release. And we'll continue with the videos. Make sure you sub to the YouTube channel. Please share the video with...
Okay, guess he didn't. We can see how many turns. Total 46. That seems about right. I don't think that's just the final stage. Or I guess stage is level. So I don't know what they call it. Stage. First encounter, second, 46 turns though. 56 seconds. That seems about right. So first we can see we get gold. I'm not sure what this is. Maybe some type of crafting material or something. I don't know armor crafting, maybe, or upgrades, perhaps. Maybe you need mats for upgrades. This is pretty clearly a weapon, 6-star. Not sure what the 1 means. Maybe there's different levels of weapons. Maybe you can level up your weapon. For example, this is armor, but maybe you can get weapon pieces, and you go from 1 to 60 and ascend it, kind of like the heroes. Divine pass, so obviously some type of battle pass situation. This probably is a premium currency of some sort. Overall, though, I'd say it's pretty good. I'll assume too. Let me go back, kind of show where they. See if they show it. So here's the initial screen. I assume too this is just for the demo, and they'll have, I don't know, a camp or a castle or something, or a map. Although in a way I would almost be okay if it was this simple. Once you're in the game, you can like click on things, go right to heroes, and then go to battle, and then that would take you to a map. Maybe you have like a forge button similar to raid. Instead of actually clicking on the forge, you can just click forge. Either way, I would be okay. I'm kind of, sometimes the overcomplicatedness of UIs can get kind of annoying. Like I think it was Ace Alliance I tried the other day, or a few weeks back now, and just the way they set it up, you have all these different icons on the bottom, and then you have these individual maps, and there's just multiple ways to get to the same thing, and sometimes you can't find stuff. I just didn't like the UI. It was just messy to me, and not what I was looking for. Anyways, that's what I had on this video. Let me know what you think down below. Work in progress. Is my first ever YouTube video. Hopefully they'll get better. Well, they will get better. I'll work on it, and thanks for watching.